To my mom, to Leela and Nicole, love you all very much. Thank you so much for helping me to be a good player and not hating me when I spend my entire life and my entire day playing a video game. Appreciate you guys so much. Love you so much. To all the Filipino fans out there, uy, Philippines. So, what up, guys? VCT champs in Camden. Camden, New Jersey for the grand final. Looking good.
That'd be a banger, honestly.
That would be a banger. That would be a banger for sure.
All right, hey everyone, sagedatuin here. I'm here with Zekken after their series against G2 Esports. So, I mean, I just wanted to quickly run through it. 4-game series. You know, what are your kind of just main takeaways from everything? You know, how that all went?
Main takeaway, I think we played a little bit below our standard. Not super bad, but definitely not good. I think we played overall at maybe a 5 out of 10. G2 played solid. I don't even think they played particularly amazing. They just played some good old salt of the earth, good Valorant. Trent was doing his thing as per usual. But yeah, it's just a solid game overall, and they out-edged us in the form department.
Yeah. You gave it a 5 out of 10. In the last time you played them, how would you rate that out of 10? And why'd you kind of give this one a 5 out of 10?
I don't think we played amazing the last time we played them either. Maybe at a 6 or a 7 out of 10 from us, and then they played bad in the winners final. I think a big factor in it is just a battle of prep and tiredness, and at the end of the playoffs, it's literally everyone is tired. We had a day off, thankfully, so we had more time to prep and come in with a little bit of extra rest, but didn't work. We did not come in swinging and firing as we wanted to, and they were just the better team today.
Would you say it was more micro or macro related, the mistakes mostly?
There were some small macro mistakes, but I think for the most part it was micro stuff for us. I think some late round stuff we did poorly. There were some small micro situations where we're not fighting together when we should be. I think they did a really good job of always fighting together today. It always felt like if you're taking a fight against one of them, there's a second guy on another angle immediately. I think they did a very good job of fighting together today. I think we could have been better. I still think we did fine at it, but I think we could have been better. But yeah, I would say for the most part, a lot of micro stuff on our end.
Yeah, and I want to just ask you about this split overall, because I've spoken just with the team throughout the split. It seemed like the first few weeks were kind of just resetting and kind of just ramping up, and kind of preparing more for playoffs. So, from your perspective, this 7-week journey, how do you kind of view the Sentinels' overall performance? Would you kind of say overall it was a success, or are there things that you wish could have went a little differently, or you wish that you could have done better?
Well, I wish we could have won as of 20 minutes ago. That would have been cool. Yeah. But I do think the split has been a success. I think our biggest blemish was the loss we had to Crew, but I would be pretty quick to write it off. I think we had a very bad day that day, and they had a very good day that day. But I do think overall our improvement has been very solid from Bangkok, coming home from Bangkok to now. I think we have a much better understanding of the meta, although they did just kill Teo. So I guess that understanding of the meta we have to relearn whatever is good next. But I do think we had a very solid grasp of the macro and the strategy, especially towards the end of the split. And I think our team play was coming together as well. I think all the matches, except for our G2 matches, I didn't think we played amazing in winners finals, but we did still edge it out. But I think our games against MIBR and Cloud9 were very clean, very solid. Still small things to improve on from them, but I was pretty proud of those games, both from an individual and a team perspective. So I think we have improved a good bit, and especially in the playoffs, we've shown our improvement and how good we can be. But still a ways to go, I think.
I got you, and I know you're talking about 20 minutes ago. That would be the thing that you change. But, no matter what, at least you're going to Toronto. Yeah? Talk to me about that. No Raptors, but you got, anything that you're really excited during that period of time, at least before the tournament?
There's no basketball to watch, but people are telling me that Korean barbecue is good over there, so I'm excited to have some Korean barbecue. I'm fat, so I just want to eat food. So if anyone can message me like good spots to eat in Toronto, let me know. I'm just excited. I've never been to Canada before, so that'll be cool. Jimmy's from Toronto and my old teammate, so maybe I'll see him there. That'd be cool. But it's just very exciting to be able to play an international in NA. I didn't make it to the champs in LA, so this will be my first international tournament in NA, and I'm excited for that.
You know, you were talking about how that you're fat, I guess, but something that we talked about before this split even begun on media day is that you had started picking up working out. How has that progress been? Has that been a regiment that you've kept up with pretty consistently? How's that been?
I kept up with it until playoffs. And then when playoffs started, I was like, I need to play Valorant for 20 hours a day and sleep for 4 every single day. So then I've been on just I'm just working in the coal mines, but Valorant version. I'm going to start back up. It's Sunday today, right? So, I mean, yeah, I'll literally just start tomorrow because my workout routine is Monday to Saturday if I'm able to do it. But hopefully I'll be jacked by the time Toronto comes around, and then we can just go to the tournament. I'll just start flexing and screaming like I'm Celsius. But I was pretty consistent with it up until playoffs, and it felt good. I felt healthy. I felt strong and jacked and all that. And so I'm going to try and get it going again. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully by Toronto I'm jacked.
When you're in Toronto, are you going to be more jacked than The Rock?
I'll try, man. It's hard. That guy's, I mean, he does a lot of steroids too, but I guess you have to when you're making movies and stuff and need to be jacked all the time. I mean, I can just do steroids too. It's not like that bad of an advantage because I can just do it too.
Yeah, it doesn't really help Valorant, but
yeah, it doesn't help Valorant, but I feel like Tren in my system would just do good for me. You know? I think I don't see any way that could go wrong. So you know.
Yeah, I think that's a really good plan. Honestly, yeah, I think you could win another Masters with that. No?
I'm down for that. Steroids Masters. If we win a trophy, I'll just do it every Masters. Just pop a cycle right before. If you're a child out there watching, don't do steroids. It's bad for you. I've never done it. Don't do it. I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, take these lessons to heart. Really, don't do it. You won't win Toronto that way.
Agreed.
Yeah. So I also wanted to ask you about that sleep cycle thing where you're 20 hours of Valorant, 4 hours of sleep. Would it be 20 hours of working out during this off season, 4 hours of sleep, or 20 hours of working out, 4 hours of sleep? How are you going to work towards getting jacked like that?
Gonna go 10 hours working out, 10 hours Valorant, 4 hours sleep. I mean, if we should be getting a break from practice for a little bit, just some time to rest. So I should be able to work out like once a day for like an hour. So that'll be cool. I'm excited to have like a nice little routine where I get a Valorant session in for a few hours and work out after, and then I get to chill. I think if I can be consistent in that throughout our off time, then it'll be off time well spent.
Yeah.
But I mean, the consistency is the biggest thing. Once I get going, it's easy to keep going. But right now, tomorrow's going to be tough. I'm going to wake up and be like, oh, we lost and I don't want to fucking work out. I don't feel like, but I'll get into it.
Nice. You know, I want to ask you, just kind of moving to the serious topic, because it has been a very stressful and hectic just playoff schedule. I mean, luckily SEN was in a position where at least you're in the upper bracket, so I had some rest. But I guess mentally, what has it been like just the past 2 weeks where you had to just play multiple different series, do a ton of preparation, and then you have this fear of, okay, in a few days we might be in the upper bracket, but then we could even just have been eliminated, and then we have to worry about a 2.5 month off season. What was it kind of like just juggling all those just different thoughts and stresses?
Definitely very anxiety inducing. I mean, I'm just an anxious guy in general. Yeah, I mean, that's just me. But I get a lot of pre-match anxiety and like nerves where like a day or two before, it's like I'm cramming for a test when I'm playing. Like I'm stressed playing. Everything I'm doing is stressed. I'm freaking out. But luckily for me, like when I actually do get on the stage, it kind of just all goes away. I get to be very in the moment and get to actually, focus on playing and just having a good time with my teammates. But the whole like 2 week period of like, I have a match in 3 days. I'm scared. Like we got Cloud9 first, like 2 days before. I'm like, I'm freaking out. What if like Oxy's just the best player in the world? What if Net just becomes the best player in the world? Like what if they're all just goated? It's definitely very, at least for me, I'm very, very stressed the few days before, but then I actually get to the match and I'm good. But it was very nice at least to have the buffer of being in the upper bracket and not having any elimination matches up until today. Probably would have been worse, but I mean, that's just how I am. I think it's different for everybody, but at least for me personally, like the pre-match nerves and anxiety is definitely there. But when I actually do get to the match, it's all good.
Is that anxiety the reason why you kind of worked with a performance coach? Because I speak with like Jared and stuff. So is that what kind of started that all, or like how do you kind of manage your anxiety now as a player?
I mean, I just go to therapy. Like, look, that's literally it. I just go to therapy. But that's not what I started working with a performance coach for. That was mostly for like building consistency with like good habits and doing the right things, like eating right, sleeping right, doing all the right things so that my body is fully prepared to compete and play at the highest level. Just so that I don't have any excuse. I don't lose a game and I'm like, man, I didn't get enough sleep. I didn't eat right. Like, I'm trying to have all the things in my life in check. Yeah. But yeah, that's not why I started getting a performance coach. It was mostly for other things like that. But I mean, I'm trying to manage it the best I can. Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you say you are in terms of just the balance of being able to be a pro player, but then also kind of take care of Zach as well? Is it a bit tougher because of just the cadence during the season and playoff stresses?
Yeah, it's definitely tough mid-season because it's never like I can't like turn off. I have to be on go mode at all time, ready to play at all time, ready to give my best in practice, ready to give my best in the match. So it's tiring in the sense that you don't really get to rest. But like it's my job and I like my job a lot. So I'm not like, it is stressful, but I'm not complaining. And it is a very, like, at least for me, it helps me a lot when I get to like put it all in perspective and be like, man, I'm really thankful that I have this job. It's really cool that I get to do what I do. And definitely thinking stuff like that, whenever it gets tough is definitely helpful for me. But I mean, it's never the easiest thing in the world to like manage my mental health and not being exhausted when I'm working really hard. But you know, it's something you just have to do. And then, like I said, like just being grateful for having the job that I have and being able to do what I do definitely helps a lot when I'm thinking like negatively.
And I imagine also it's really helpful just kind of having your mom and support here, like your girlfriend as well. Is there a message you have for them or anything that you want to kind of say, any closing remarks and to your fans, the Filipinos? It's always the Filipinos.
To my mom, to Leela and Nicole, love you all very much. Thank you so much for helping me to be a good player and not hating me when I spend my entire life and my entire day playing a video game. Appreciate you guys so much. Love you so much. To all the Filipino fans out there, uy, Philippines. So love you all. Thank you so much for supporting me and supporting Sentinels. I'm sorry that we couldn't win today, but we're doing our absolute best for you guys. Yeah.
Thanks, Zach. Appreciate it. Uy, Philippines.